This draft could get wild. Just sit back and watch. Words from the Bears front office. As the Bears are back at Halas Hall, and Ryan Poles even talked to the media and said the Bears' phone is ringing off the hook right now, and he does expect trade offers on draft day. What a time to be a Chicago Bears fan. The team is back at Halas Hall, and it is officially NFL draft week, just 2 days away from my favorite event of the entire year. The Chicago Bears are back at Halas Hall for voluntary minicamps, and the amount of players who showed up was pretty impressive. The media isn't reporting any no shows, and our young and hungry roster is back at Halas Hall, working with a new coaching staff and ready to turn this franchise around. The players and coaches are hard at work getting ready for the 2025 season. But with pictures surfacing of players at Halas Hall, both Ryan Poles and Ian Cunningham took the opportunity to speak with the media, and they dropped some bombshells. Both our general manager and our assistant GM commented on the Bears potentially trading up in this year's draft. Ryan Poles talked about how wild this year's draft is going to be. Ian Cunningham shared similar thoughts, saying it's going to be crazy. Just sit back and watch. But Poles would add that there have been a lot of phone calls going on right now, and that he doesn't even know if the Bears will pick at 10, as he sees multiple trades happening. And he does believe the Bears will have offers at 10, despite contrary reports from the media right now. But even further to the point, Ian Cunningham added similar thoughts. He was asked directly about the Bears' interest in trading up in this year's draft, and he said it depends on what the cost is, who the player is, the value, etc. He commented that they are weighing those options right now, and we'll see on draft night. That was a very interesting quote from our assistant GM that I believe is going to lead to a lot of clickbait stories from the national media saying that the Bears are trading the pick. But you guys know me better than that. Let me say this. While his comment was interesting, absolutely nothing he said indicated to me that anything has changed. All he really said is pretty much the same thing that Ryan Poles says every year, that this front office is going to do their due diligence and be prepared for any scenario that presents itself on draft day. I do not believe there is a single offer on the table right now, but the Bears most likely have talked to other teams about both trading up and moving down in this year's draft. They basically put the word out. Contact another team and say, hey, if a certain player is on the board when you pick, obviously don't tell the other team who that player is, but say we might be interested in trading up. And that's where they could set the parameters for trade deals on draft day. Then once we get to the NFL draft, if those circumstances were to present themselves, the Bears are already prepared to pivot and make those moves. It's really just part of doing their due diligence, and all teams in the NFL do it. But every team has different processes and ways they go about things. Ryan Poles and Ian Cunningham also talked about the Bears being lucky right now to have both Braxton Jones and Kiran Amegadjie in the building as options at left tackle. It's probably a little bit of smoke, but we will find out how this front office views our left tackle position once we get to Thursday night. They also would go on to comment about the lack of blue chip talent at the top of this class, hinting that maybe they would be willing to trade up or move back if nobody they want falls to them. Right now, everything is on the table. But Ryan Poles did bring up Joe Thuney's contract extension, and he said it is a priority as of right now. So, like I expected, I see Thuney getting an extension done before this season starts, and possibly even finishing his career in Chicago. I'm a huge fan of locking Thuney up. But the Bears also announced this year's Brian Piccolo winners, an award that dates back to 1970. Every year, the Bears pick one veteran and one rookie who best exemplify the traits to honor the former Bears running back Brian Piccolo. The 2024 winners were TJ Edwards and Darnell Wright. This year, TJ Edwards again took home the award for the veterans, but he was joined by last year's rookie receiver, Rome Odunze. The best part of it all, and something that I feel like you guys need to hear a story about, was Ben Johnson presenting the award to TJ Edwards and making a joke with him. Ben Johnson would present the award and thank TJ, but he added an incredible quote. He said, "First, I need to thank you, because if you hadn't taken the cheese on that stumble bum play, I don't know if I would have gotten the job in Chicago. What a line from Ben Johnson. For those unfamiliar, remember last year against Detroit, a play that Ben Johnson dubbed the stumble bum. Basically, they had Jared Goff pretend like he was stumbling after taking the snap, and then he turned around and threw a wide open TD pass. TJ Edwards was the guy who fell for the play. He was not in position to cover Sam Laporta. Wide open touchdown Lions. Ben Johnson would thank TJ Edwards. Now that he's came over from Detroit to Chicago, there's sure to be some fun banter there between them. But to me, it was pure comedy and class from our new head coach. I love to see it. Over the next 48 hours, I expect rumors to run rampant. We're going to hear a lot of crazy stories about the Bears trading up, about the Bears trading down. All kinds of reports are going to be going crazy. But remember, this is the heart of the NFL's lying season. No team right now is giving out valid information. If a team is giving information to the media, they are clearly sending them in a direction that the team doesn't actually want to go. Until we actually get to the NFL draft, I think right now is the most important time to not listen to anything that's coming out in the national media. Just think about it from a logic standpoint here, right? That's all it takes, right? If you're a team and you want to pick a player, you don't want the other 31 teams to know that you want to pick that player. So you're going to tell guys in the media that you want someone else. Anything to not give away who you actually want in the NFL draft. It's a pretty simple concept, but every single year, fans seem to struggle with this one as they hear something from the media and immediately just assume it's fact. But especially when it comes to the NFL draft, teams are tight lipped. They are not going to tell people in the media who they're interested in. That's just how the business works. But we're almost there, guys. It's actually draft day. Let me get some comments. Give me a bear down in the comments if you're excited about this year's draft. I know a lot of people have draft fatigue right now because the last couple of months have just been nonstop chatter and shoving mock drafts down people's throat. But it's time, guys. The NFL draft is here. My absolute favorite time of the year. Hit the like button for me. Stay tuned because I do have some special content coming before the NFL draft and during the draft this weekend. I appreciate everyone who watches. Stay tuned. And until next time, bear down.